So let's talk about incontinence. It's a topic that many people don't like to discuss, but it's very important to address. That's why we're here to tell you about the CNY Incontinence products.
CNY has an entire line of products for men and women, including skincare, bladder control pads and guards, briefs, pull-on underwear, underpads, and more. All of the products are designed to provide the best possible protection and comfort so that you can find the perfect one for your needs.
That's right. And I actually tried CNY pull-on underwear while I was out in public and during my morning exercise, and I wore a brief with tabs overnight. I was really impressed.
Yeah.
They were comfortable, discreet, and they worked really well. It gave me a much better perspective on how individuals experiencing incontinence might feel, such as being concerned about whether someone could tell if I was wearing them, if I was leaking, or having difficulty sleeping at night because I was worried about leaking.
Right.
This trial made me realize that as a healthcare worker, I wasn't educated enough on incontinence products, which means most likely others could use more education as well. We shouldn't have to guess what type of product our loved one's going to need when we go and look at the numerous boxes on the shelves.
Right. I agree. That's one of the things that we like about CNY. It's that they're committed to education. They educate to help determine the right size, the right style, and absorbency, which can all affect whether or not the incontinence product keeps them dry.
That's right. So let's take a look at a couple of samples. Yes, we've got these here.
Out of the way here.
Yeah. All right. So this is the CNY Super Quattro. This is one of their products. This is something that we're going to use for overnight. And let's see, that is actually one of their pull-ons. Okay, so this is called a brief. This is a pull-on underwear. So what I wanted to talk about is, and this is true across all of their products, as far as the briefs and the pull-ons. So they have these elastic edges here that stand up. And those are leak-proof guards, okay? And the elastic helps with conformity so that, prevents leaking. It also, on this brief, has an elastic waist, or actually not on, an elastic waist here, as well as on the pull-up. And again, that helps with the fit when you're trying to figure out, what's going to work for you.
Yeah, fit's important.
Yes, fit is very important. They have a line here that actually is a wetness indicator, so it will let the caregiver know when we need to change these.
That's
all right.
What a great idea.
Yes, a very good idea. Their products are made with an extra dry system. So it has an absorbent core, so it wicks the urine away from the skin really quickly. So that helps with skin integrity. It also has an extra dry system. So what happens is when the urine comes in, then that extra dry system distributes that urine throughout the pad, and then it allows it to gel up a little bit quicker. So that keeps it away from the skin, again, helping skin integrity. That also helps with odor control as well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Their products are all fully breathable. So when they are breathable, it allows the humidity to evaporate. And again, we go back to skin integrity. We don't want that wetness or that humidity next to the skin because we don't want skin breakdown.
Right, yeah.
So those are a couple of examples of their products. This Quattro is for severe incontinence. That is one that you use overnight.
Okay.
And I actually wanted to say, when I trialed one of these overnight, I was skeptical about using one with tabs because I'm like, that's never going to fit and that's not going to not leak.
Right.
But it certainly did its job.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a look here at a demonstration of the Super Quattro brief.
So I am going to simulate that somebody's voiding, and I'm going to put like one void, right, through the night, and I'll pour this other one in a minute, but 2 voids through the night, right?
Sure.
And so someone's sitting, laying, what I'm going to do is simulate again by pressing down. But what I want to show right out of the gate, 8 ounces, we've got nothing. We've got no leaks.
It's completely dry. So we saw just 8 ounces of liquid going into the Super Quattro, but actually this holds almost double that, or a little over double that. So talk about a good night's sleep having the Quattro on your side.
Absolutely. So now what does all of this mean? A better night's sleep for individuals and caregivers. Improved confidence without worry. Reduced caregiver strain by reducing the number of changes. Reduced risk for falls, pressure sores, and urinary tract infections.
So Christina, can you imagine the amount of time and energy a caregiver would save reducing the number of times they'd be checking up on their loved one throughout the night or changing briefs during the day? What would you do with all that extra time?
I'd probably try and get some sleep and enjoy
Yes.
spending quality time with my loved one.
Absolutely, that's the goal.
If you think CNY Incontinence products may be helpful for you or someone you love, be sure to scan the QR code on the screen or visit aecorner.com.
So what do you think, Sin?
I say the CNY products get our AE Corner seal of approval.